So on Tuesday evening, Twitter decided to finally do something about the nonstop lies coming out of Donald Trump's Twitter feed, and they put a little fact check on one of his tweets about all the fraud allegedly happening with vote by mail across the United States. Twitter put a little thing on there. It said, "Get the facts about vote by mail." And they did it because, as a Twitter spokesperson said, quote, "His tweets contain potentially misleading information about voting processes and have been labeled to provide additional context around mail-in ballots." The president flew off the handle as a result of this, vowing to somehow get his revenge against the social media giant. In a series of tweets, the president showed the world how crazy he truly is. And here they are. This is just 4 of them, by the way. This is 4 tweets. This is not all he had to say about it, but this is some of the crazier things he had to say about it. Here they are. Starting with, "Twitter is now interfering in the 2020 presidential election. They are saying my statement on mail-in ballots, which will lead to massive corruption and fraud, is incorrect based on fact-checking by fake news CNN and the Amazon Washington Post. Twitter is completely stifling free speech, and I, as president, will not allow it to happen. Republicans feel that social media platforms totally silence conservative voices. We will strongly regulate or close them down before we can ever allow this to happen. We saw what they attempted to do and failed in 2016. We can't let a more sophisticated version of that happen again. Just like we can't let large-scale mail-in ballots take root in our country, it would be a free-for-all for cheating, forgery, and the theft of ballots. Whoever cheated the most would win. Likewise, social media, clean up your act now." You have to laugh. You kind of just have to laugh it out at this point, right? The man is a loon. The man lies through his teeth every opportunity he gets. I'm surprised Twitter did not come up with a fact check for his little angry, childlike tantrum here. Like, fact check, nothing you're saying is accurate. You know, you look at some of these conservatives out there, they've got far more followers. They are not silenced. They have a much bigger reach. It's just the crazier ones on outlets like Facebook, when you go out there and spread blatant propaganda or hatred, yeah, some of them got shut down. A couple of them. As for the claims of being shadow banned, like Matt Gaetz has made, that's not even a thing. Not even a thing. So I really have no idea what the president is talking about here, like what they did in 2016. What did they do in 2016? Well, we found out a lot of foreign accounts were buying ads to benefit your campaign, Donald. I mean, other than that, what role did they play in 2016? So we don't really know what you're talking about, unless, of course, you're outing yourself and your campaign for doing the things that Mueller was investigating for. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know what you're getting at, because you're insane. Folks, all Twitter did was what they should have done years ago. And not just to Trump, but to any statement coming from any politician, left, right, center, doesn't matter. They should fact check them. People deserve to know the truth. Same thing with Facebook. They should be doing this more aggressively. They're not. They've failed us. They've let us down. They have allowed the spread of this so-called fake news. But they are not a part of the fake news. If they do not get more aggressive with this, we are going to run into lots of problems in 2020. If they do not, very clearly label who is paying for what on these sites, who's paying for a promoted post, who's paying for an advertisement, things like that, then yeah, this is going to lead to a great spread of misinformation. But it doesn't matter if it's coming from a Russian bot, as the establishment always likes to say that everything is they disagree with, Russian bot, or the president himself, or anything in between. Misinformation needs to be called out. It needs to be fact-checked, and Twitter right here did the right thing. The president, on the other hand, showed the world once again that he is a whiny little infant who can't even take the slightest amount of criticism, or, God forbid, somebody telling him that what he said wasn't true. One of today's video sponsors is Skillshare. And right now, Skillshare has a very special offer for our Ring of Fire viewers. The first 500 people to click on the link at the top of the video description below are going to receive 2 months free Skillshare Premium membership. The first 500 only, so make sure you click that link and sign up today. If you're not familiar with Skillshare, it's an online learning community. They offer thousands of different classes in dozens of different areas. You can learn anything from video editing, photography, or even things that could benefit you in your personal life, productivity, arts and crafts, all kinds of things that you may have always thought about wanting to learn, but never had the time to do it. And Skillshare offers you exactly that. These are classes tailored around your schedule. You don't have to worry about meeting deadlines or being in a certain place at a certain time. Skillshare works for you. And that is what is so great about this. I'm currently taking a class about iPhone filmmaking so that I can make better short films for my Twitter, my Instagram, and every other social media account here through Ring of Fire. So whether you're wanting to learn a new skill to maybe help out around your office, or maybe you want to learn a new skill just because it's something you've been dying to learn how to do, I promise you, Skillshare has exactly what you're looking for. And again, click the link at the top of the video description below, and the first 500 people to do so and sign up are going to receive a 2-month free trial of Skillshare Premium.